What's happening, Hoodlum Gang? Welcome back to my channel. It's your boy Hoodie from the Hood, aka your friend from that big old N, and I'm back at y'all with another video. But before we get started, if you happen to be new to the channel, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe, share the video, that notification bell, leave me a comment, all that good stuff to become a member of the Hoodlum Gang, man. Go on over to IG and follow me at Hoodie from the Hood as well. Now look, this is a video that I seen from a channel that I'm subscribed to, Young and Jefe. Shout out to Young and Jefe. Don't matter what the check say. If you ring that bell, he'll bring your mail. He got some good sayings. But yeah, shout out to Young and Jefe from Gangstas. He did a video the other day where he ran into one of the homies in his section. If you don't know, well, I already said it, he from Gangstas. You know what I mean? I don't quite know which homie it was, but I believe I know who it is. I haven't really asked around, but just based on the description that he gave me, I think I know who it is. But I wouldn't say until I found out exactly who it was. But anyways, it wasn't really no big deal. It was just more so he said he was on Western and Manchester, I believe. I don't know if it's a Jack in the Box over there. He would have to let me know in the comments. I've been to that Jack in the Box. I've been there Juneteenth last year. We was trying to get some food. We was coming from Jesse Owens. We stopped right there, and I told the homie, it was nighttime though. You know, we went through the drive-thru or whatever, but it's a Jack in the Box somewhere on Western. But anyways, I guess he wants to go get some food at a certain place over there. I think it was called Chicken something. And while he was in the parking lot, he was sitting in the car, and he said he seen one of his younger homies having words with somebody. And basically all he heard was, nigga, this Gangsta or whatever. So whatever the back and forth was, his young homie or younger homie, respecting him, came over and asked him, hey, what's up with the San Diego 40s? Because apparently he had ran into one of the homies. Now, I don't know if the homie knew where he was at, or if he just on, hey, man, I'm finna go get this food. I'm on grown man time. I ain't even tripping. Because like I said, I think I know who it is. And if it's who I think it is, he in his mid-40s. He gonna tell you where he's from, but he's not on that type of time. So, I guess Young Ann had told him, you know, shit, they straight, you know. Some of them push ass one, some of them don't. And he's completely right on both sides. You know, I would say for the most part, the majority is pushing as one, but you still have some that just like, yeah, them is the homies, but we over here on both sides of the fence. And that's just the reality of the situation. But I'm saying all this to say, I had did a video about this a few months back about us having the same enemies as them. And I stand corrected. And it wasn't on no trying to incite nothing or trying to be tough or whatever the case is. It's basically a lot of niggas is just gonna feel that we all under one umbrella, which, like I said, we are. And he said his homie, if he wasn't there, if Young Ant wasn't there, his homie probably would have took it further, just based on 40s is 40s, neighborhood is neighborhood. You know what I mean? But he checked with him, and Young Ant being an older member with a cooler head and did time. That's another thing. He said the homie had did time in the feds with some of his homies. That's why there's a few homies who did time, but the description as far as the name he said and the age and going to the feds, I believe I know who it is. I just haven't hollered at the homie yet. But Young Ant, you know, he more so seemed like he be on some crib shit as well. I can't speak for his immediate enemies, even though he said he was in Inglewood and ran into some dudes. I think that's from Huntings or 9-0 or whatever. He wasn't necessarily tripping, but he held his ground. You know what I mean? But you got people who think like that. And like he said, his young homie was on some, yeah, they from that. It don't matter if they 2 hours away. You know what I mean? But he respected Young Ant's call. I don't know if y'all remember maybe a few months back when I went into Spider Loke and Munchie B's live on the Kickin' Cack Being Bull podcast, and Spider Loke was expressing that same thing about me being 2 hours away, and Munchie B said it don't matter. He from 40s. If he was at Darby Park, it would be an issue. And that's what I be trying to tell y'all. It don't necessarily have to be on me and my homies. If we tripping, they tripping. They looking at it like y'all all neighborhood, y'all all 40s. It don't matter. You up under that umbrella, they are tripping. This is why I say they are enemies. On paper, it don't matter if it's 8 Trays out here or if it's Hoovers out here or BPS out here. It does not matter. You gonna run into niggas that don't give a fuck if you from another city or another state. They are tripping. They pushing what they pushing. They anti-neighborhood. They anti-rolling. And it's just that simple. That's why I made that whole video. And like I said, if Young Ant wasn't there, his homie would have been tripping, but he respected his call. Munchie B said the same thing. If I was to go up to Darby Park, it wouldn't be no passes. You know what I mean? Them niggas would be tripping. Maybe not necessarily Munchie B, because me and him have sort of a relationship to where we could holler, but in general, just based on where I'm from and where they from, they gonna be like, it don't matter that he from Dago. And that's why I told y'all that they are enemies, period, bottom line. But they ended up hollering at each other, you know what I'm saying? They knew some of the same people. Young Ant know the homie Mike Loke, Big Mike Loke. I think the dude Sinbad said the same thing. Sinbad from 4 Trey, he was on Kev Mac channel. You know what I mean? When you go to the feds in the pen and YA and all that, and you start gelling with people that's not from your immediate area, that's when you're going to start to understand that it's niggas just like you in other cities and other states. The niggas who never been nowhere is the ones who have that superior complex. But, I mean, there's been plenty of situations and altercations where the people with the superior complex from these cities and these hoods that feel like they tougher have been humbled, you know what I mean, by niggas that they didn't feel was on their level. And that's where you gain the respect, where you be like, okay, them niggas ain't no joke either. You know, that's why I try not to go back and forth with the niggas who never really did no time or never really ran into Dago niggas or Bay Area niggas or whatever. Man, this niggas just like you everywhere, homie. But that situation ended up going smooth, man. Like I said, shout out to Young and Jefe. Check his channel out. He could have been on some bullshit. He could have told his homie like, hey, fuck them niggas too, and they could have did the homie however. Not to say that he wasn't protected or he didn't know where he was at or whatever the case. I don't know, because I haven't spoken to him. But what I'm saying is, they could have took that to another level and they didn't, homie. So, yeah, man, gotta be aware of where you at all times, no matter where you from. Because some people don't care. You could be from Oklahoma, New York, Georgia, it don't matter. Once you say a certain gang, when you come to LA or even San Diego, once you say a certain gang, it's certain individuals that's gonna trip on you, and they don't really care. It's all about the alliance. It's not about you specifically. So, with that being said, y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. Go follow me on Instagram, man. And until next time, man, it's your boy Hoodie from the Hood, aka your friend from that big O end. I'm out.